Namaskar, Kabanachu to all lovely super mothers. Welcome to Super Mother Unleashed. I know taking care of babies is a big task. And in this journey, if I could be a part of your life through my show, I would be more than happy and feel blessed. I would like to thank you all listeners who are taking action based on my show and implementing suggestions in their day-to-day life. As I discussed during previous episode, the weight gain issues in babies, which is one of the biggest challenges faced by moms. And as promised by me, in this episode, I will cover this beautiful journey of introducing new foods to baby and try to overcome this problem for you. So here we go. We all mothers are always on a web search for healthy meal and for any other nutritious food which will work wonder for your baby. Till the time our baby doing well, we mothers are also somewhere relaxed and on happy mode. But once our baby falls sick or somehow they are not eating food the way they should eat, we become tensed. Things are again going round and round for us. Today I will cover baby food ideas, tips and suggestions to boost immunity of your little one and help you introduce food which can help your baby gain weight also. So let me share my way of selecting and cooking correct food recipes for my daughter. When my daughter turned 1 year, I immediately introduced all the vegetables and many other varieties in my daughter's meal. But I observed she never used to eat similar food repeatedly. Because I'm fond of cooking, I used to cook 3-4 dishes at a time and serve in front of my daughter. Sometimes she only eat those food which has good look, I mean the color of food, and sometimes she loves to eat those food which has good taste. I realize my daughter loves to eat those food more which has good taste. It means she is more of taste-centric child. In every meal, I started introducing new recipes in my daughter's food to make it more interesting every day. I started doing that, never offered same monotonous food to my daughter. When I realized that my daughter loves taste, I started searching what nutritional food I can include in my daughter meal, which has good calorie and taste also. So few of them which I tried really worked well. I started looking for simple things at my home, and with that I started experimenting to make tasty and delicious food. After so much hustle and lots of experiment with food, tantrums, tireless efforts and mental stress, I learned that we all mothers have to play important role in identifying what kind of food does your child love. Because until you discover the liking and disliking of your baby, it's not going to happen for you. And once you identify the liking of food, your path will comparatively become easier. I won't say it will make everything all right, but certainly it will help to achieve new milestones. Many children are hesitant to try new food. It's completely normal for young kids to reject food they have never tried before. But as a mother, we all have to be patient and keep trying our best. We all are doing on a daily basis. Some of the important learnings I gained from my experiences, or you may call them tips or remedies for offering a variety of foods to your little ones. So the first and foremost thing I want to talk about introducing fruits and vegetables to your little one. I used to mix up fruits with vegetables in a bowl by making salad, and we all together, me, my husband, my daughter, used to sit together, and while eating we used to tell her stories or songs, and that's how we used to feed our daughter so that she can develop taste of both the things. Some of the fruits and vegetables which I initially introduced was fresh pineapple, apple, grapes, orange, banana, red bell peppers, broccoli, grated cucumber, tomato, grated carrot, and while making that salad, I used to add little lemon with honey and small pinch of salt to make it more relish. So while doing this, what I discovered, my daughter started picking or choosing her favorite vegetable out of that salad bowl. And it's very important to let your child choose new vegetable. Serve it raw with dressing or other dips like honey, cheesy dip, or add it to a soup or serve it along with meal. And sometimes when I introducing bread sandwich or any other evening snacks, I started adding different ingredients to sandwiches and tried with seasonal fruits like mango slice, strawberry slices, banana slice, sliced cucumber, and apples into a sandwich. Also parallelly, I tried lots of grains and included those in everyday meal. Making sometime pasta for my daughter and adding grains in it made the food more delicious. Few of the grains which I have used such as wheat, rice powder, ragi and bajra. And what I have been doing since years till now, that I ensure to place cut fruits and vegetables in a bowl and I keep it in my refrigerator shelf, making them very visible and where my child can see them. And I still remember whenever she opens the fridge door, first thing she used to notice and pick up that glass bowl, which contains all these vegetables and fruits along with cheese cubes and butter. Needless to mention, don't let your child to eat anything immediately after taking out from fridge. Let the things get normal in room temperature. As I'm a non-vegetarian and everybody in my family is also fond of non-vegetarian food, I introduced chicken in my daughter's meal immediately when she turned 1. And I started making different recipes of chicken like roti stuffed chicken, vegetable chicken, and chicken rice, etc. Next thing here which I'm going to talk about, as we all know, milk is a most important supplement and necessity for every kids. But many kids don't feel like drinking and normally parents get worried and thinks how to tackle this issue. I had similar kind of issue and till now my daughter hate drinking milk. So what I started doing is to make it look more attractive and colorful by offering fruit milk shake like Bonvita Crush, mango shake. Once in a while I give her Oreo milkshake also. So if your child is not drinking milk, maybe you can try this kind of experiments. Many times parents' eating influence also works on child's eating habits. As a parent, we can play an important role in shaping our children's eating habits. We have a big influence over the family environment, how we eat, what we eat, and what kind of food we offer to our children. As research says, kids' brain gets developed very fast till the age of 5. For boosting their brain development, many things plays important role, but food plays the most important role. So we need to give right amount of protein, vitamin, iron, calcium, choline, and other essential vitamins and minerals. Also, what I experienced that despite making delicious food for my daughter, she never used to finish the entire bowl. And I always run behind her to feed her the full bowl of meal. And despite force feeding, she never finishes her meal. In my excitement to feed her, I tend to ignore that the big bowl must be ideal for an adult, but the quantity is way too big for small babies. Babies don't eat much because of their tiny tummies, which has limited capacity to absorb. So request all the mothers, please go easy on your child. Although it's important that their diet should contain plenty of nutrients, but appropriate diet is most important for proper digestion, sleep, and their overall health. Based on my personal practice, I'm going to share top recipes and ideas for your little one with essential vitamins, nutrients, and minerals you can incorporate into your baby's diet for optimal health benefits. One of the first and most important fruit which is scientifically proven is banana. Bananas are full of carbohydrates for sustained energy as well as fiber to support a healthy digestive system. Bananas are perfect baby food as they naturally come in easy to peel appearance. When serving bananas to small kids, we can make sure to serve them thoroughly mashed. And if the baby is older than 2 years, they can eat banana on their own. So I ensure to give banana to my daughter oftenly, and the same is advisable to all mothers. Similarly, the next very important thing which works wonder for the kids, has most nutritional value, is wonder potatoes. Confused? Haven't heard right this before? Well, I'm talking about sweet potatoes. I fondly call them wonder potatoes. It provides potassium, vitamin C, fiber, etc. My daughter prefers sweet potatoes over other vegetables because of their naturally sweet taste. When cooked and mashed, you can very well serve for evening snacks. Even for babies in the age group of 2 to 5 years, we can make soft rotis of wonder potatoes and serve them. One of the incident I remember, I advised one of my friend, Priscilla, she lives in Singapore. I suggested her to give this food idea of using sweet potato for her baby. And when she served this to her son, he just loved it. And I got call from her thanking me. And she was so happy that her son started liking this wonder potato. So I'm requesting to all mothers, definitely try to include this in your baby's meal. If you are non-vegetarian or eggitarian, please include egg in your baby's meal, which provides high source of protein. The yolks contain zinc and vitamins A, D, E and B12. Even it has also choline, which research shows is very crucial for baby's brain development. I've started giving my daughter egg with soup and khichdi. Check with pediatric, but if your child doesn't have any allergy, then definitely start giving eggs. Another one important food which specially has very good role in baby meal, none other than carrot. I fondly call them magical carrot. I have started this from very early stage for my princess, since I was concerned for two big reasons. First one is constipation. I heard from so many friends that their babies are having motion clearance issue, and that somehow tickled in my head. And I have started giving carrot in every form to my daughter. And thank God, I never faced any issue of constipation for my daughter. And second big reason is eyesight. In today's world, our child have access to phone, tab and many other video games. And it may create eyesight problem for your child. Carrot has beta-carotene, converts into vitamin A and plays a role in growth and healthy vision. Cooking carrots brings out their natural sweetness. It has its own beautiful orange color which makes food more appealing to babies who are born with a preference for sweet flavors and tempting color of food. When we are making carrots for our little one, make sure we cook it until it's become very soft. Then it would be easy for our babies to eat and digest it properly. One another very vital food which I always include in my meals is yogurt, or in India we call it dahi. Yogurt gives your baby calcium, protein and phosphorus, which are important for healthy bones and teeth. It also has probiotics, a type of good bacteria that aids digestion and supports the immune system. Babies need fat in their diets, so choose whole milk yogurt over low fat or fat-free varieties. Also avoid flavored yogurts which are high in sugar. Make nice mixture of yogurt, cucumber and tomato with pinch of salt and sugar and serve your baby. Another one important food which we need to include daily in our baby meal is cereals. Iron fortified infant cereals give your baby the iron she needs for proper growth and development. Babies are born with a supply of iron, but it starts to run out around 5 to 6 months. So, if your baby is just starting to eat solids, experts recommend iron fortified rice cereal as a first food for babies since it's less likely than other grains to cause an allergic reaction. Being a non-vegetarian, me and my family always includes chicken in our meal. So if you're a non-vegetarian, start introducing chicken, which is high in protein and vitamin B6. It helps body extract energy from food. It's important that babies start regularly eating foods containing adequate amounts of protein to support their rapid growth. If your baby doesn't like the taste of chicken on its own, mix it with his favorite food. Another important element I want to talk, and very common in India, which we have been consuming since ages and recommended for people of all age group. And especially for children, it does wonder. That is desi ghee. It's a sort of extract from milk in form of butter. It's one of the best foods for weight gain along with adding several other health benefits. Traditional medicine recommends having a spoon of ghee a day for optimum health. Ghee helps healthy fats. That helps promoting brain development in kids. It is also anti-inflammatory and good for a strong immune system. Ghee can be added in meal for all baby. Once a baby turns 7 months old, start with a few drops of ghee at first and slowly increase the quantity, taking it up to a teaspoon per meal. Ghee can sometimes be very heavy for the baby, so please be moderate in its usage. Being a mother, I'm suggesting all mothers to make your own homemade ghee that is free from preservatives and chemicals. And lastly, one of the most vital thing which I give to my daughter everyday basis are whole grains, which also helps in better digestion and smoother bowel movements. The most commonly used whole grain in India is whole wheat flour or atta. Whole wheat is also available in the form of broken wheat, also called dalia, and is very healthy for babies. Babies can start having wheat early unless there is known history of celiac disease or gluten intolerance. Whole wheat can be given in the form of all kinds of porridge, or you can even serve your kiddos in the form of halwa. Or I personally suggest homemade food for all the babies. Expert says the homemade baby food is a popular and most healthiest options. Homemade baby food preserves the taste of food and maximizes its nutrient content. Elimination of additives. Preparing food at home means babies won't be ingesting the chemicals that are often included in manufactured packed baby food. There are many advantages of making it yourself. In this, we get to know exactly what we are feeding our baby. It's more hygienic, full of nutrition, more of taste, and lot more love and affection. It's even more safe than buying pre-packaged foods, which we don't know the situation where the manufacturers cut and pack. So it's better you personally choose the option and process for your meal by your own, especially when you cook for your child. In this process, we can choose our own choice of fruits, vegetables, and other nutrient food for our babies instead of relying on other sources. Even it will become a habit for the baby to eat the same food as the rest of the family eats, and that too in different form. It never be monotonous food like puree form, soup, or any other smashed form. Ultimately, we have a choice to opt for those high-calorie foods, which will be more beneficial for our baby and their overall health. And despite all these efforts, cooking delicious foods for your little one, if they are not eating, showing lots of tantrums, and having lots of fussy eating habits, and if this is making you depressed and frustrated, don't worry, you lovely mothers. I am there for you. I will cover this part in my next episode, where I'll be sharing with you how to manage kids with their fussy eating habits, how to tackle their eating tantrums, and how to inculcate eating practices on their own, and many other similar problems. Preparing our baby food at home can be especially beneficial to avoid any kind of food allergy infection to babies. Most important factor is the more you try to cook at home, the more invention in recipe you can do. Sometimes it happens you may come up with such a delicious food which you have never cooked before. All good work pays well. Even kids are more adaptive, whatever goes around. So, if you cultivate the habit of eating homemade food since childhood, they actually will adopt this habit for a longer time. Raising kids with a healthy environment and make them not to fall sick often is somewhat in our hand also. We have that some extent capability to strengthen our baby body and mind by offering them the right nutrition of food along with balanced, high-calorie ingredients. A healthy, balanced diet is not just good for kids' bodies, it's good for their brains too. The right foods can improve brain function, memory, and concentration. I would also like to suggest parents to make your mealtime fun so kids chew their food properly, and this will in turn help the kids to digest their food. And one more thing is, this will help them to drink less water with meals otherwise. So with that, we have come to the end of this episode, and please do share this podcast with your friends, your colleagues, and all the mothers in your network. I would also like to request all my listeners to please share your thought, views, feedback about today's episode, and if you have any topic on which you want me to cover on my podcast, please write to me. Would love to receive your comments. I will see you next week. Till then, bye-bye.